I don't know if you're gonna win or if you'll see this. I had a hallucination when I was 19 that my throat got slit. It was a really bad hallucination that my throat got slit. I have a hard time with it. I guess I kind of went crazy after the divorce. I mean, all I ever wanted was a family, and here I am 8 years later, and I have a pretty good house I live in. All the weird stuff I've said is I'm just trying to make money. I figure a lot of people make money by saying weird things. And I guess I don't live in the right state. I might have published a book, so that's good. Finally, I've got 5 books I wrote, and I might have published my 5th one. I don't know what that means for me continuing to write. I'll probably write more if I ever if I ever get a girlfriend. I'll write more. Might start writing one when I start seeing you guys. I'm sure they'll want me to write another book if they publish me, and I don't know what they'll want me to write it about, but I can probably write about anything. Started writing a movie script. I started writing that when Bobby said that I could try to start dating her, and then she kind of played me, and now she's dating someone else, so I stopped with that movie script. A big piece of my life involves having a girlfriend or a wife. And me being such a baby about everything probably has something to do with the hallucination I had that my throat got slit. And I know your mom didn't see this side of me, but I needed eye surgery. And plus I was being fed medication that suppressed my emotions. So I was like a zombie when you knew me. And I do fine off of psych meds. I take Ativan to sleep for my anxiety. Since I've only been in reality since November after my eye surgery. You know, people think I can't say weird things and it makes me crazy and unstable and unfit parent, but read some of Stephen King's books. Like, I was just figuring if I talked on the internet about these things that someone would want me to do something and I'd make some money. I didn't think it'd backfire and keep me away from seeing you. People should know I'm not violent. I can barely move. And this eye patch I have to wear on my right eye until June 11th. That's already a pain in the butt. I feel like I'm half asleep. I sleep a lot now. Since the eye surgery. It would have been nice to get eye surgery decades ago. Decades before I met your mom. It would have been nice. And me just still saying weird things is just me trying to get rid of it all. I don't like imagination, so I talk about it to get it out of my head so I don't have to remember. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. I think it's a bad joke if I say the bugs in my house are mentally ill. But I do know that lowers your consciousness. And that's a good thing. So many things I missed out on. And I could just, I don't know. I think I'm more depressed than I want to admit. And it's probably because I haven't seen you. Because I can't find a girlfriend. People keep telling me I need help, but I just got released from psychiatry. I just got released from the mental health board. Like, if I needed help, they would lock me up, and they're not, because they know that I'm smarter than them when it comes to psychology. There's something called imaginal psychology that scientists have not been able to bridge with modern day psychology, and I did it on my website. First man in history to do that, but when you literally prove all of psychology on the planet wrong, like, how long does it take for them to actually listen? I mean, we've been dealing with Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud psychology-minded thinking for 3/4 of a century. And then a man that doesn't have a degree, lives in poverty, says, hey, here's why everybody was wrong about psychology. They don't want to listen. What they're doing is just, it's working well for the people that are running this stuff. Like, it's working well for the doctors, but it's not helping the mentally ill. The mentally ill turn into criminals sometimes, and they wonder why the medication's not working. Well, I know all the answers to these things. I was lost in the psychiatry field for 18 years. I was being fed medications, being locked up when I didn't need to be there. I just needed eye surgery. And just because I say weird things or can say weird things doesn't mean I need medication. It just means I have a better imagination than most people. It means I'm original. The stuff that I say, no one else on planet Earth says. So I'm the only man that talks the way I do. I'm an original person. Went to bed at 1 o'clock. I don't know, it's 8 o'clock now. I'm going to take a couple more Ativan. I take them as prescribed. I'm going to go to bed in a little bit. I can hide there in my dream eyeball. Sometimes good dreams happen. Sometimes nothing happens. A lot of times nightmares happen. Sorry my face isn't more groomed. I was going to have a lady groom me the other day for free, and it didn't work out. And it doesn't really matter what I look like. I mean, I had a hallucination, my throat got slit. People can feel that stuff. If I can feel it, they can feel it. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a bad dad. Just trying to be a normal guy in a world where everybody's stuck in their phone. Like, the air is made of glass. I can't see my ears and eyes, but if I look to the side, my eye can see my other eye. And I wrote an article. My It'll be published in one of the newspapers in the area. You won't get this message by then, so it doesn't matter what newspaper, but I'll show it to you one day. It might be published in an Aurora paper, or a Hastings paper, or the Clay Center paper. It is being published in the Nelson Gazette. But I do the best I can. Like, I can't help but the stuff I'm saying is not true yet. But it will be one day. I'll be dead. And everybody will wonder why no one listened to me. But they'll have my videos. And then they can try to understand what I was trying to say about frogology. I didn't want anybody to be listening. It's my daughter's birthday, and this was just to her, so. Bye.